Hey, what's going guys? It's Jaryt, and I am back with another Java tutorial. So I haven't made one of these for 9 months, and I apologize for that. It was something I kind of wanted to do, like kind of a weekly thing, but I kind of ran out of ideas what to do for it, like instantly. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I finally figured that you guys should leave me suggestions in the comments of what you would like to see me make. Now, I'm not saying anything large scale. I'm talking about classic games that would take at least under an hour to make. So today, we're going to be making a really big classic, and that is Pong. So let's go ahead and create a new Java project for Pong. If you don't know much about programming, I suggest you watch my last video to where I went a lot more in depth than I'm going to now on how to do all this code structure. And even then, I may make another tutorial on just how programming works and just basic concepts of it. So yeah, let's go ahead and create our class. We got Pong, we can create the main, and create the constructor. Let's go ahead and create a static instance of this. So public static Pong. So Pong equals new Pong. Alright, and now we're also going to have to create a renderer because we're going to be making a JFrame here in a second, and we want to have a JPanel for it to provide double buffering. So let's create the default serial. Go ahead and do that. Sure, I don't care. Oh, I'll just do one now. Alright. And then paint component. And then we're going to go ahead and say, hey, Pong, let's repaint, or just render G. Alright, so now these are pretty much the only methods that we're going to need class-wise. Like, these are the only two classes that we're going to need. Of course, we're going to be using other ones, but these are going to be the only ones that we're going to make. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a string to this. Tell it that we're making Pong, because of course in JFrame it sets the title. So yeah, let's see here. JFrame. I haven't used it yet. Sorry, I will in a second. Set size. Let's do width height, and we'll create these as integers up here. Width, height. Might as well have it public. I mean, technically, I don't need it, but might as well. JFrame.set visible true. JFrame.add renderer. Now we haven't created a variable for this yet, so let's go ahead and add that. So renderer. It's a fun word to type. Alright, so renderer equals new renderer. Yeah. Alright, so that's all we need for that pretty much for initializing the JFrame. We will need a timer, so let's go ahead and create that as well. So timer equals new timer 20. This will implement action listener up here. Now I explained all this in my last video, so if you need to go ahead and watch that, feel free. Alright, now down here, renderer.repaint, and then this is all of our code, so we'll just do update. Actually, we'll flip these because you always want to update your game before you render it. And let's see, so timer needs to be start. Alright, I don't like that being there, so I'm gonna move that down one. Even I could put this right here, but I'm not going to. Alright, so now we should have a working JFrame that pretty much does nothing. If we throw in the update, we should be able to say system out hello world. Yep. Okay, we missed one thing. JFrame.set default close operation. JFrame.exit on close. Hello. Alright. Now, that's all good. I hate how long that line is compared to everything else. Okay, let me throw on line numbers. So we've written a good 57 lines. No big deal. You know, I think we will actually be creating another class. Come to think about it, because we're going to want to create a class for the paddle. So let's go ahead and do that. Because we're going to have two paddles, so because we're having multiple, we want to be able to have an easy way of just saying, hey, I don't want to recode this all again and just be changing numbers or changing variable names. We can just have two different instances of the same class. So yeah. So we'll do, I don't know, int paddle number, or just, yeah, I'll just do paddle number. So public int paddle number. This dot paddle number equals paddle number. All right, and we'll decide everything based off of that, so we can have 1 and 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll create a rectangle for this, where we can just do. All right, so there's two ways we could do this. We can either create a rectangle, or we can create 4 different integers, and then from there we can kind of make that like the minimum x, the minimum y, and then the width and the height, or x1, x2, y1, y2. I kind of want to think of how I want to do this. For programming's sake, I'm going to go ahead and do the or x1, y, width, height, just for experience for you guys. So yeah. So we're going to just have this dot x equals, I don't know, we're going to do width right here. This dot width, we can have width and height just always be, we'll do 80, and then, oh no, let's do 180 or 100, and then 500. That sounds good. All right, so this dot x equals width. We're gonna put an if statement right here. We're gonna say if the paddle number is equal to 1. So if it's player 1, it's gonna be on the left side of the screen. Else, if paddle number 2, or we can just do paddle number 2. Looks nicer that way though. They pretty much do the same thing. The only thing this does differently is it makes sure that it's not paddle number 1 before it checks this. Otherwise, it would just call this even if it was paddle number 1. That probably confused some people. We're just gonna do it like this. So if it's paddle number 1, do this. If it's paddle number 2, do this. Okay. Yeah, I said that in a very weird way. I probably didn't word that correctly, but sorry about that. Y, we can just do, let's say, we can do this. Pong.height divided by 2. There we go. And I think we'll have to do minus this dot height divided by 2. Yeah, we will. Okay, so that works. And then we're gonna need that here as well. We can actually just put this out, because no matter what, it's gonna set the y to that. So this equals pong.width minus width. So this one will be on the right side of the screen, because in Java, this is 0, 0 up here, and then this would be 700, 700. So yeah. So if we take the width, subtract it by the width of that, it'll be over here. And then if we take 0 and then add the width, it'll be over here. So yeah, that works. Okay, so let's move on. We can go ahead and go into Pong and then do public paddle. We'll do player 1 and public paddle player 2. Now, we're not going to put that in the constructor of the class. We're going to do public void start. It's going to do startup, but nah. Player 1 equals new paddle number 1, and then paddle number 2. Okay, and we'll put score for here. Score. And then what else will we do? We might want to think about, okay. We're going to need to program the ball, but we can do the ball as a point if we want, but we'll do that in a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we have here. First, we're going to want to do player 1 to update. Actually, you know what? We're not going to need that. We can do all the updating in the ball. So let's think. I'm doing this all just off the top of my mind. I'm not like reading off any notes or anything. This is just, you know, just making Pong. You know, I've made Pong a few times before, even for school. So yeah, figured it'd be a fun thing to do. You know. All right. So let's go ahead and render them. So we can just do player 1 dot render, and then we'll do G, and then player 2 dot render. We'll throw the methods in there as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and plop these in. All right, and then G dot draw rect. Well, we're gonna fill rect. I'm gonna do 0 or not 0 0. What am I doing? XY with height. There we go. And then we want to set the color to white. Okay, so that should render it perfectly fine. Okay, let's also go, should we, yeah, that'll be fine if we do it in here. Let's do G dot clear rect, or no, let's G dot set color. We're gonna make it have a black background. Color dot black. G dot fill rect 0 0 with height. Now we should have a black background. We're not gonna have any paddles yet. In fact, it's gonna crash if I don't call start right here, because I have to call it before the timer, because timer calls action performed. Action performed will call repaint in this class, and then that will call this, and then we'll call the players, and I'll be like, oh, these guys are null. Crash. I even got another crash. What is this? What is this garbage? All right. Render. Why? What? Hello? I'm confused. That's weird. Why'd that crash? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, that's a strange crash. Apparently, okay, so this isn't finished initiating yet. So, that's gonna be annoying. I know we could just do here. I know what we can do. Pong, Pong, and that. So Pong dot width, Pong dot height. So it's gonna ask me to put this here. So we'll be like, hey, throw this through it. Because I'm pretty sure it's not finished calling the constructor, so the class is referred as null. Alright, so there we go. Now we got 2 recs. This guy's a little bit off, so maybe I should just throw 0 for him. And we'll rerun. Yeah, okay. So, that works out pretty well. We should probably make these guys a bit smaller though. So we'll do 300, and we'll see how that works. And then maybe 300 by 50. Yeah, looks good. This guy looks a bit off, is he? Yeah, because the J-frame's a bit strange. Let's just go ahead and do set size. Then we'll do width plus like 10, so that we don't have to care about that much, because it's just setting the frame size. That's not good enough. Not 210. Oh. Okay, that's a little bit too much. 15? Maybe? Perfect. Okay. So I'm guessing like the width of this is 15. Or something like that. I don't know. So cool. We have 2 paddles here, and now we're gonna be able to make it to where we're gonna move them up and down. Let's add the key listener. We'll also make an AI for this. So we'll do public boolean bot equals false. But for now, we're just gonna say we're playing against a player. So we'll make a menu screen with this one, because I know this video is gonna be pretty short. Okay. So we're gonna have to make even more booleans. We'll create it separate from that one, because this is gonna be a list of them. We're gonna do W, S, so that means the W key, the S key, and then we'll do up and down. So we're gonna need booleans here, because if we press this key and we're pressing another key, it'll interfere with each other. So we have to make sure that they're able to comprehend the fact that they're being either pushed down or let go. So those booleans will save whether they're being pressed or released. So if, let's go ahead and create an ID here, int ID equals e.get keycode. So if ID is equal to key event.vk up, well, we'll do W first because that's the order that we have. W equals true. If it's S equals true. If it's up equals true. If it's down equals true. So when you need to copy and paste this guy, and we'll put it down right in key released. Oh, apparently I didn't copy it. How did I not? Explain that to me. Tell me. And we'll flip these to false for all these. Alright, looks good. So now what we want to do is do if W player one dot, we'll do move up, and then if S player one dot move down, and then if up player two dot move up, and if down player two dot move down. Or we can just do dot move, and then we can put a boolean in there saying up, so up will be true. This is not going up, so that's going to be false, just to make the code a little bit more compact. We don't need all these methods. Alright, so set back in there, and then you can be removed. And then name you. So boolean up, so if up, else, and then in the if up, we're going to want to do if y plus, I want to do, let's see, y plus height divided by 2. No. Is this going to be the lower y? So if y plus height plus 1, or let me do in speed. Let's do 5 plus speed is less than the pong.height, so we can do pong.height here, because that should be created by then. Let's go ahead and do y plus plus, or y minus minus rather. When I speak for too long, my words start to slur. I'm sure you guys noticed that, but I don't know why. And then y plus speed is greater than pong.height, y plus plus. Or actually, we want this one to be less than then. And then we're gonna do else here. Y equals pong.height, because this is gonna make sure that if there's a case to where the number is not even, so if the speed is not even, it'll still be able to get to the top of the screen. So yeah. We haven't added the key listener to the JFrame, so let's go ahead and do that. JFrame.add key listener, this. So now we can move that up. Why is that going to 0 when I press up for the first time? If plus height minus speed. What are you doing? It's greater than Pong.height. Oh, so that one needs to be less than, and then so is that one. Oh, 0. That's what we're looking for. Derp. Now that should work. Yep. So you can see that speed's a bit small. That's why I created a variable, so we can easily adjust it. Even that's a bit small. Let's do 25. Try on that side. Let's do 55. Oh, because I'm also dumb. Even more. Stupider every day. There we go. Speed. Now it's going. I like how like lets it glitch past. Jerk. Y plus height minus, oh, I need to do y minus height, that's why. And then y plus speed is less than Pong.height. Else, I shouldn't let it down there. Unless I have this backwards. I could. Yeah, that's the upper right hand corner, isn't it? So y plus height minus height. There we go. Perfect. And then we have that little issue with the bar. So now it can't go past. Alright, looks good. So now we got these two little bars that we can move. They're moving very nice. We should make them smaller, shouldn't we? Makes it a little bit more difficult. So we'll do 250. That should be enough. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright. So let's go ahead and draw the field. We'll create this. We'll just put this in the render. Might as well. So we'll do g.setColor, color.white. Make that the capital one. G.draw a line. And then we'll do width divided by 2. Oh, hello. Width divided by 2, 0. Width divided by 2, height. Now I should draw a line in the center of the screen that's going down, as it is. Good. Perfect. We can even give this a larger line. I haven't done this in the last video, so this is going to be a new thing. So we're going to set the stroke. However, we're going to need graphics 2D to do this. So we're going to upgrade that guy. So we're going to import U. And then, I guess that doesn't need to be imported. Go to Pong. Or the renderer class, rather. Graphics 2D. We're going to cast it because the graphics in Java is graphics 2D by default. So, there we go. So it'll always be an instance. However, in cases that it is not an instance, so if we know that the graphics that this is actually getting pulled from does not extend graphics 2D or is graphics 2D, this will crash. So you have to be careful with that. Make sure that it does in fact extend graphics 2D. Alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that now. So g dot set stroke, new basic stroke, and then we'll give it a width of 10. Now we got the line to be thicker. So that's a good thing to know. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can add the ball now. So this is going to be where we're going to be doing all the collision stuff. Let's see, if class a ball, or yeah, we'll just name it ball. I don't know what else we'd name it, but so we can do public ball, and then we'll do the render, of course. So render graphics G, doesn't have to be graphics 2D, and then public update. This one's gonna update though. What's wrong? Oh, this needs to be void. Dumb. Alright. So now it works. We'll go ahead and do public int diameter equals 10. Public int x, y. Actually, you know what? Because it's gonna ask for an oval, so I'll just do with height. So we can make some oval collision. Why not? Let's see. We're gonna just go ahead and code the collision part. So we'll want to update, and we wanna know what paddles are being passed. Paddle 1, Pong, paddle 2. Actually, paddle, not Pong. Okay, so if paddle 1.x is less than or is greater than x, so this is going to say if the ball was right where my mouse is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can add that like little draw thing. Can I? How do I do that? I don't know. Anyways, if the ball is where my mouse is, if it's less than, it'll be over here. If it's greater than, it'll be over here. So we want to know if it goes over here or not. So because it's going to be less than x, we don't have to do anything with the width. However, if it's greater than that plus width, then it'll be over here. So this is pretty much only the x collision, so we know whether it's going to be behind the paddle or not. But now we want to go ahead and make sure that it's not like actually hitting the paddle, or if it's actually hitting the wall. Okay, so let's go ahead and do if paddle 1.y is greater than y plus, or yeah. So let's say this is the top right over here. So if the y, so if the ball's here, if the height is hitting it, so y plus height, if that's greater than that, then it's beneath it. Or if it's below it. I don't know why there's a plus there. Paddle y, so that's going to be plus height. So that means it is hitting, and it is inside the paddle. So this works for both of them actually. So maybe we should, nah. Yeah, we can just do this. Public void check collision, and then we can do paddle, and then we'll just do this. Besides, I was end up writing that for paddle 1 anyways. So if it's that, we can put this in one line. However, we do want an else here to know if it hit the wall. So maybe we should, maybe we should do int. So because this we're gonna have this return multiple cases. So we're gonna say return 0. That means no, it's false. Return 2 and return 1. So this means hit wall, nothing. So yeah, we'll keep them comments there just so we know. So if check collision paddle 1 equals 1, this dot, we're gonna have two more integers, so we'll just put these over here. Motion x, motion y. This dot motion x equals, I don't know, we'll just do 1. However, we want to create a random for the y. Alright. So yeah, we got the random down. We want the width to be like, we'll just do 25 by 25. And of course we can do g dot draw or fill oval rather, x, y with height. Okay, what else do we want to have? We need to set the color to white, just in case. By this point, it's probably always going to be white, but we never know. It could be a case to where it's like, nah, we're going to render black for a second. We don't want that to happen, do we? Nah, I don't think so. This dot motion y equals, we're going to do -4 plus plus random dot next integer 8. Actually, you know what? We want to do 2 plus 4. So this means that it can either go down or whatever, or no, this would be going up. So it can either go up or down. So this is kind of giving it a minimum, and then yeah. So it's allowing it to be negative is pretty much what this is doing, because next int has to have positive numbers. Okay. And then we can just do this for paddle 2, but we want this to be -1. Alright. So we'll check the collision with the wall, with like the ceiling and the floor in a second. However, we want to make sure that if this is, it's a check collision for paddle 1 equals 2. Here, let me change this from wall to score. So if that's equals 2, then paddle, we're going to want to say this for paddle 2, not score, plus, because this means we have been scored. We've been scored on, and Mr. Paddle 2 gets a point. And then we want that for paddle 2 as well. Alright, cool. Works well, yeah. We can throw the else if, so we can keep these together. And keep the code looking nice as well. So let's see, how many lines of code have we written so far? Quite a bit. It's only been 34 minutes. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually add this guy. All we have to do is create a new instance of him in here. And we'll put him by the pedals. So public ball. Ball equals new ball. And we're gonna do this again here. It's like, oh, well, you don't ask for that. Well, now we are. Because now we want to do this dot x equals Pong dot width divided by 2 minus this dot width divided by 2, and then same for the y, but with the heights. Alright. Now we want to do this dot random as well. Make that look uniform. So now we should have our ball. It should just sit there in the center once we render it. You're not having error, you're just being dumb. We need to render it down here. Alright, so yeah, it's just sitting in the center. I think the good ball would do. Of course, that's a little bit off as well. Fantastic. So that's probably why that's not allowed to hit the bottom. Alright, cool. We'll fix that then. Good to know. So add 15 to that. And then that seems to be a bit larger. So let's do 25. We'll just test this out again. And then it seems to be about 30. No? 32? Is it like some odd number? Kind of looks like it so far. 35? Pretty sure I just tried 35, did I not? I can't tell if that was it. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, cool. Now, no problems with that, and everything looks centered. Got our nice Pong course. And of course, we should probably make it to where when we press space, it'll start. So we'll do that in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do, we'll not make another int. We'll do public int game status equals 0. We're gonna have one be paused, another one be, well, 1 equals paused, or 0 equals playing, or stopped. Let's replace these. So we'll put you there, and then you there. Add a comma. Come on, grammar. What am I doing? 2 equals, and then 2 is gonna be, oh, playing. Duh. Alright. So this should make this pretty easy. So if game status equals 2, we'll add a menu here as well. 2. If game status equals 2, update. And then we're gonna have to add that here as well. We'll keep that like that though. Game status equals 2. Do all that. And then we also want, I'll put these in order. So if game status equals 0, then g dot set, do set font, new font, Arial, whatever. I don't even know which one I use, but we just want to change the size. That's fine. So d dot draw text, draw string rather. Pong. Now because this is going to be a bit off, because we don't have the exact width of each character in that string, we're gonna have to kind of adjust this a bit. So we'll do width divided by 2, and then we're gonna have to do like -10 or -30 maybe. I don't know. Who knows? So we're just gonna do 20. No, it should be 10. I don't know. We'll figure this out. Console, anything wrong? No? Good, just making sure. It's not even rendering. So, yeah. Alright. So there's something wrong with that. Maybe it needs to be like 50. Oh, because I'm dumb. There we are. Pong. That's pretty small. Try 50 though. Pong. There we are. Let's make this a little bit more pretty. So let's go ahead and g.add rendering hint. Actually, no. Set rendering hint. Key that or rendering hint. Key anti-aliasing. Rendering hints. Key anti-aliasing on or value anti-alias on. So now it looks smoother. See that? So we can compare this. Off, on, off, on. Looks a lot nicer. Alright. So let's do game status equals 1. That means it's paused. You know what? We're even gonna just do this. So if it's 1 or 2, just render paused in the middle of the screen. Then we'll do, let's see. Yeah, we'll change that. Do height divided by 2 minus that. -25. Yeah, so that needs to be changed just even. So this one -100. We'll try. We can just do this. -50. -70. -65. That looks good. I guess. We'll just do all that render. Yeah, it's a little bit off. Maybe 70 was good. 75. Yeah, that looks good. That looks about the best we can get it. The main reason I did ball out render is because that's in the center of the screen, so that's the best thing to coordinate it to. So Pong, and then we'll just do draw string. Press space to play, and then we'll set the font down to like 20, 30. Wait, look better. All right. Now, obviously, this isn't the most beautiful screen you've ever seen. I'm not trying to go for anything gorgeous here. Just bearable. That looks good. And then height divided by 2 minus that. Press space to play. And do press shift to play with bot. So we'll have 2 different modes. That'll just enable the bot then. So let's do -25, and this will be +25. Should make them centered. And then -250, 200, probably 200. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, press space to play, press shift to play with the bot. So if key released, if ID is equals to key event dot fv or vk space. We'll want to do game status. Oh yeah, what else are we gonna have to do? If game status 0, game status equals 2. Game status is equal to 1. Game status is equal to 3. Or 2. Game status is equal to 1. And if 1, 2. And then let's flip these, because it makes sense. And you know what? This should probably go in here. So it's going to be space to pause regardless, but if it's if you press space, you're not going to be with a bot. So paddle player 2 dot bot. I have bot in here. Okay, good. Bot equals false. Bot equals true. If it's shift, if game status, and then game status. All right. So this will say, hey, the game status is 0, and then you press space. Now we're gonna go ahead and spawn that bot in. So yeah, press space. Now it's paused. Okay, so it's reverse then. What do we want to do? 1 equals pause, 2 is playing. All right, so this should be 2. There we go. And then this should be, if it's equal to 2, update. It is equal to 2. Update. Jerk. Why are these not moving? It's not letting me move. Why is that? Weird. W. Well, updating should be updating. Nope. Why not? Oh, probably pressed space, didn't I? What's the game status? It's 1. Why is it 1? Jerk. Be 2. So, if the space is pressed, if it's 1, oh, so that's derp. Derp, derp, derp. No, yeah, we want it to be 2. What? So if it's 0, go to 2. What does it start out as? It starts out as 0. Then why are you not working, sir? Space. Oh, because immediately that does that. So we want to have the else if so that doesn't get called. So press space and now it's, there we go. Now it's working. Now what happens if I press pause? Now it stops. Okay, cool. So paused. You were fine. Go back to being 1. Loser. Alright. So yeah, now we can pause the game. Let's center that. We'll do 100. See if that works. Yeah, or just about 110 maybe. Nope, 105. Yeah, maybe even 104. Even better, maybe even 103. Yep, perfect. That looks perfect. And then we'll do like we'll do like 105. We'll just have it like kind of up here. So, yeah, paused. I like how it's divided. Thank God it has 6 letters in that word. Makes it perfect. Yeah, so nothing updates. As you can see, I'm trying to press W and S. Nothing's doing. Up and down, nothing's happening. Alright. So, now it is time to make the ball move at the beginning of the game. So, once it's pressed, we actually want to call start at that spot. So where is it? Do that. So we'll just take this actually. We'll do start. And that'll make sure the game status goes to 2. Good. Let's watch this work. Oh, because it gets called start right here. It shouldn't crash because it makes sure that the bots aren't going to be, or nothing's going to be rendered until game status equals 2. So you can see it does that here, which is good. Alright, so now this ball we should give it motion right at the start of the game. We can just do this dot motion y equals that, and then this dot motion x equals -1 plus random dot next int 1. Alright. So it's not going to give a move because we have to add this dot x plus equals motion x, and same for y. And then if it goes anywhere, oh right, because that can actually be 0, which isn't good. Yeah, we need to do if random dot next boolean motion x equals 1, else motion x equals -1. And then here we need to do if we can just add this like yeah, we might as well put it here. If motion y equals 0, motion y equals 1. So if that's equal to 0, then set it to 1. And we'll throw that over here as well, just to provide the checks. We could throw that in the update method, but nah, no point. Still not moving. Why is that exactly? I'd like to know. Tell me. XY equals, are you being updated? Probably not. Yeah, it's not. Okay. So that tells us why then. Ball dot update. Player 1, player 2. Oh yeah, did you see it? I was moving. There it goes. That's so broken. I was like, nah, I'm trying to move. That was very strange. If it's equal to 1, so yo. Hold up. So yeah, it's saying it's always equal to that. So if it's greater than paddle 1, right. Okay, so I need to just do, yeah, I should probably just change this. If this dot x plus this dot x is less than this dot, or no, not this dot y, paddle dot x, and this dot x is less than, oh, greater than rather, paddle dot x. Actually, we need to do plus x2. So that would be that plus width. We're doing the collision for this now, so plus width. So we're just doing rectangular collision. So if it collides with it, we will know, and then we can just end this again and paste it, and then just change that to the y. So now that will mean turn 1 else turn should we do see the thing is we need to check if it's the paddle number. So else we can go back. We still use this. Well, actually, we need the other one, don't we? Alright. So we're going to change this method up. We're going to change it to be like this. Turn 1 if it's like this. So if this. So else. Alright, so what I did is I said if the paddle number is 2 and the x is greater, actually, you know what? No, that's still for 1. Yeah, if the x is greater than that, so then that would be 1. No? I was right. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. That's 2, I'm pretty sure. So it's paddle.x is less than. I'm just thinking of this real fast to make sure this is doing itself correctly. This plus the width. So it's like moving it over. That doesn't make sense. That's x. And then this is x plus the width. Return to. And then that should be that. Plus space. When I hit it. There we go. As you can see, that worked pretty well, I'd say. We'll wait for the stupid slow ball. And a hit, and it's gone. Alright. We need to add this guy over here to over here. We might want to bring Pong. Alright, so where do I use Pongs? No, I don't. Well, I do up here, but that's data structure. So I can do private Pong Pong. This dot Pong equals Pong. Alright, that works. I'm gonna actually move this up to the top and then space them out properly like that. Makes it look nicer, in my opinion. So that should be the collision for the whole entire screen. That would mean this dot y, or if this dot y less than 0, this dot y equals random dot next int for else. I'll just throw else there. That is going to be a negative. Alright. So that should work. Now it's like bouncing up and down. Maybe we should do something about that then. If this x, or maybe I should take this out, number one. Oh, right. So if that's not a thing, no, we do want it to be a thing. Or okay, so if this dot y, if this dot y is less than height, here, you know what? Let me just do this. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Jeez, that should still need to be done anyways. Motion y. Motion y is less than 0. See, the fun thing about this is that we're kind of doing it together in the sense that if I make a mistake, you'll know. Alright, so it goes. I want to figure out as to why it's like moving so oddly. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Anyways, oh no, we want you to bounce to the ceiling. If you would be so kind as to do that, Mr. Ball. Nope, see you later. He's like, nope, not gonna happen. If this is less than 0, then do that. Alright. Where do we have it? Where do we have it moving at? X plus equals motion x, x plus equals motion y. Is this always changing for some reason? Because it shouldn't be. I'm guessing it's not. It's just being weird. I'm guessing because it's so slow. We can even just do int speed. That's 5. Maybe it's because it's that. What? That's because it made it on the other side of the screen. Why is it moving so odd? I need to know this. This question has to be answered. So yeah, it's being changed a lot. I don't know why. What is changing it? Nothing here is changing it. Yeah, it's still being changed. What is changing it? What? I'm so confused. Oh, is it this? That's probably it. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't notice that. Oh, okay. So this is saying if it's greater than, it's less than. Also, this needs to plus height. I'm glad I put that there and just didn't even use it. Yeah, I like it better with this answers there. And there we go. Now it's gonna start bouncing everywhere. Of course, That was a score. So that means that person just got wrecked. There we go. Look at that. Good old Pong. Oh. Alright. So why don't we make the make motion X a bit random? Yeah. I say we could. But it had to be like that. So we'll just do like 4. So that'll make it a bit harder. Of course, we'll need to do +1 as well. So that one is going to need -1. One's going to need +1 to make sure that it's always above 1. The main reason we can't do that with the Y1, oh god, that just went super fast. Maybe I should make it to where, like, the amount of hits, so every time it gets hit, it gets that increased. So, you know what, let's just take this out. So, -1. Public int amount of hits. So let's do plus amount of hits divided by 5. So every 5 hits it'll get faster. About. We'll do that here too, but let's change that, adding into subtraction. And then of course, amount of hits plus. We'll just do it to where it only counts when it hits the paddles, not the walls. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if it starts speeding up. Oh, it got kind of stuck there, didn't it? Alright, so if it goes out of the screen, so if.x plus width greater than pong.width or this dot y x, not y, so less than pong.width or less than 0. We want this dot, here, you know what, let me just do public void spawn, and then we'll move all this stuff over to here so it looks a lot nicer that way. And then we can take this, where did I just put all that good at? Did I just delete that? Oh well, doesn't even matter, does it? Because right here we'll just put spawn. Not speed, spawn, please. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's see. A space. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe. Right, I need to add the +15, don't I? +15. Just to make sure, right? +15. Actually, not. No. That would be minus. This is for the score is when it hits 2, right? Yeah, when it's equal to 2. So if x plus width, if parallel x is greater than x plus width, let's just try this real fast because it seemed a bit odd. Just let them score on that side. Oh, great. Okay, This is the hit. This is the score, I'm pretty sure. This is the bounce. What do we need here? We need something. There's something missing here. Like, oh, F paddle. It's an X plus. Maybe like plus width. Is that it? Maybe even minus width. Don't exactly know why. Maybe just because the speed. Yeah, I think the speed makes it look like it's actually not hitting it. All right. Yeah, when it spawns, we need to set the amount of hits to 0. Yeah, but that can get crazy, can it? All right. Let's see here. We need go into spawn. This dot and then hits equals 0. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and throw the score up there. We'll steal this. Do the good old. We'll start separating all this crap. I don't mind like all the setting being next to each other though. Alright, so Pong. This is Pong. We want this to be player1 dot score. String dot value of. And then if I get a score, bam, 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 bang, bop. Why does it keep going that way? Oh, there you go. As soon as I said something, it was like, oh no, they know. All right, so we can do that, and then we can do player2. That plus, let's just do plus 40. Might look better. I'll do 50. 65 maybe. There's a car outside that keeps honking their horn and it's kind of pissing me off. It's like, what are you doing? Come on now. I'm trying to do some programming here, and you're honking your horn. I don't like how it gets caught at the top like that. I can fix that by going into the ball, and then when it hits the top up here, so when it does this dot at y equals 0, and this dot y equals Pong dot height. And then we're gonna have to do minus height. Alright. So yeah, now it's bouncing properly. Oh. Times 2. Just make sure that it does get set. Why did it just make it gravitate? What? What are you doing, mate? Alright, so the stop motion here. Let's try that minus random or minus motion y. Does that look better? Still gonna get caught. maybe it's because of the motion. So minus motion y plus motion y. No, didn't do anything. It's kind of annoying. Like, there's so many things that just screw around like that. Like, I can just set it to 20. Like, what if I do that? I know it's gonna look stupid. It's just gonna teleport. So, like, if I just set 120, what'd it do? It's gonna pop up at 120, right? Yeah, it does, but it doesn't get stuck. Okay, so Pong dot height minus, let's just try like minus 40. Let's just try to get something that makes it stop doing that. So let's go up here. We'll check from here. I'm gonna try to keep it going. Yeah, see? There's always that one thing that makes it just stay. Because this guy is a jerk. No. It does, no, it does it right. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, it makes it to where. Alright, well, we'll have this here then. I'm just gonna throw this up here. If motion y is 0, make it 1. Okay, so, but I can make it bounce, which is bad. So, let's not do that then. We'll do it here. And then we'll say make it -1 if it's 0. That should fix it. Okay, cool. Now we have to add the minus height. I was gonna say, like, why isn't this working? I was like, because the random thing. Because randoms always break my mind. I don't know why. Now what I can do? Oh no, I'm thinking about making the vertical one to where, like, hitting the wall will make that go up. We'll see. Let's do something fancy. Let's make this field look a little bit more interesting. G dot, we'll draw circle or draw oval. Width divided by 2. Let's do minus 50. Width divided by 2. Or height divided by 2. Same thing, kinda. Minus 50, 100, 100. So 50 would be the radius, so now you have a giant circle in the middle of the screen. It's not big enough. I have to have like one of those big circles. Why? Because why not? Oh, derp. Just flip those numbers. Yeah, looks cool. It's funny how it makes. Is it lagging? Is it really lagging that? Because of the stroke. It's funny. Shouldn't it be? No, I don't think it is. I hope not. I really hope not. I'll do 1 here though. See how that works. Maybe I want it 2. And then I think I might be trying to stroke the text as well. So that could be what's going on. Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Bigger though. I want it bigger. 400. Perfect. I like that. Yeah. Big circle in the middle of the screen. No, that's way too big. Gotta make it look nice, you know? whether it calls 2 minutes of time, has to look birdie. Alright, that works. So yeah, we got a pretty good working Pong here. The scores are a bit off from each other. So let's throw this over on my other monitor real fast, just to get this one working nice. Because it's kind of annoying to have to pull that up every time. I'm adjusting the left one right now. That looks alright. Let's move it over a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, looks alright. I mean, once it goes into double digits, it kind of screws up because I don't have anything to get the text height or text width, and that's obnoxious. So to make a proper algorithm to actually get where it is really annoying. However, I wish I could do g.draw center string, but you can't. Alright, so what else should we do? So we need the bot. So let's program the bot real fast. So we're gonna do move up. So right here, if not bot, well, we'll also make a score limit too. That's gonna be the last thing we'll do. So if it's not a bot, then I'll let that do what it wants. Otherwise, else we can just do else player2.y. So else if player2.y y is less than ball.y, player2.y plus equals, I don't know, do I have like speed in here? What is the speed that they move? Doesn't move, isn't it? Speed is 15. And speed equals 15. Speed. Move by speed. Else, if it's greater than, go down. So yeah, this is probably the most intelligent bot in the world. Actually, I just spawned without the bot. Let me go ahead and do if the key is escape. Let me throw else on all these because it's starting to get ugly without that. Yeah, no, it's not exactly needed, but it looks better with it. Alright. So let's go ahead and say if, else if, escape, and end game status. It was 2. We won't even prompt them. We'll just say screw you. You closed your game, you jerk. Well, not closed it, but paused it or stopped it. Game status equals 0. So yeah. Escape. Goes back to the menu. Alright, cool. And then pause. Slow-mo. We should probably move pause down to the center now. At least a little bit down. Let's do minus, let's see, minus 25. That looks good. Alright. I'm proud of this. I think it's looking pretty nice. I would do say so myself. Of course, every time you hit it. Alright, shift. So yeah, now the guy is moving with the ball. This is pretty much the most accurate bot you can make. However, the way the bot will lose is that it'll end up like not being able to move fast enough. That's kind of what you have to do. Okay, so we also have to make sure it doesn't go off screen. So, oh, I'm dumb. Player 2, move up. Player 2 to move up. True. No, that's false. Also, I don't want up like that. That's funny. So we have a boolean up there for up. Oh, I keep doing that. Shift. Alright. So yeah, it looks kind of like glitchy. That's because it's like going really slow. And like, it'll keep hitting it probably like every time for a while. But once the ball gets moving, there will be times where it'll miss. As you can see, it's kind of trying to keep the center of it. Let's try to do plus player 2 dot height divided by 2. So now it'll keep the center of it. Oh, bot, please. Thank you. So yeah, and the more we keep hitting it, it'll start getting faster, and the bot may not be able to keep up. So let's see. We may have to add something to the bot. Jerk scored on me. To make it to where he can't respond so much. Or just have like a cooldown to where how fast you can move. Cause like you're able to go like that like really easily. Alright, you know what? We can also do this. If player 2 dot, no, we don't have a random for the player 2. So we can do random up here. Let's create a random for this class. Public random equals new random. Put that above the JFrame because JFrame is more relevant. Okay, so if player 2 dot or if random dot next int or next boolean, move down. Just randomly. We're random dot next int. We're gonna do next int, so we can just have like is less than 10. Just move up. Or if it's greater than 40, move down. Just because. Give it some random movement, you know? Oh. Bot. It's all derping out now. I'm trying to think of a way to like actually make it to where you can score on this stupid thing. I know it's possible, like once we get it moving fast enough. Alright, let's get that out of there. So that's stupid. So the way I just like, it's pretty much just keeping its X on, like as you can see, it's just level with the ball at all times practically. I don't know. It's kind of like target practice at this point. Let's see if we can score on it. Bastard. Jeez. Goes so fast. Or starts to go so fast. Makes it a lot more intense. It's kind of like Batman in a way. I guess ping pong gets like that too. I don't know why I said Batman, but oh, I guess I said it because I was playing that today, but you know. No big deal. No big deal. Bastard, just fucking stop. Come on, man. Come on. I need to figure out how to actually make like a proper thing to make this guy not always just hit it. That makes it cheap. I know there's ways, obviously. Here, you know what? I got an idea. Look, int bot moves. like, and bot cooldown 0. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do bot moves plus plus, bot moves plus plus, if bot moves greater than 10. I'll probably do like 100 or something. Cooldown, or bot cooldown equals 10. No, not maybe that. If bot cooldown is greater than 0, bot cooldown minus minus, else, well, no. If bot cooldown 0, bot moves 0. We'll try this out. Kind of disable the bot sometimes. Oh, shift. Less than 10, not greater. So that makes it go a little bit slower. Yeah, see? That's how you do it. So if the ball gets fast enough, the bot might not be able to catch up to it. My goal here is to score in the spot. Oh god. Oh, he's fucking Now, what I could do is I could possibly make it to where I can make the bot think that the ball is somewhere else. Like, I could technically wrap it to like a different position so that every so often it won't think the ball is there. I don't know. How? Just how? It's a difficult bot, I'll tell you that much. What? No. Jerks. Why is my Skype online? I never have Skype on online mode. Spot is... Oh, I scored on it. There you go. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's good. That's good. That makes it possible. So, depending on the difficulty... hold up. It's getting intense. That's how fast the cooldown would be. Damn it. So, like, if we made this cooldown where... Yeah, I guess we've made, like, the cooldown higher. Still wrap it to 10. Yeah, so, like, this is a really bad bot. Like, he sucks. That's how bad this guy is. Let's see. So let's set it at 20. See how this one is. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna be able to easily score in this guy. Yep, get wrecked, scrub. You can't even beat me at Pong, mate. Alright, cool. So yeah, now we got the bot. Okay, so let's go ahead and like change the bot difficulty. We might want to make like 2 screens to where when I press shift, it'll be like, oh, you press shift. Well, what difficulty do you want this bot to be? So we'll do we'll move that. We'll make sure to have these guys together. Bot difficulty. If difficulty equals, let's do 2. So this will be like medium. That'd be easy. 15 would be right here. That would be medium. So, and then bot difficulty equals 0. Actually, you know what? Let's do 0, 1, 2, or reverse that. 0, 1, 2. Oh shit. 10. Alright. So that would be the cooldowns. I guess that works for actually making it easier. Okay, so game settings, or game status rather. Okay. Oh, billion. Selecting difficulty. So selecting difficulty equals true. So where is the render? Right here. If selecting difficulty, let me move this up here. No, I'll put it before all that. I guess, no, it makes sense going here, because this is kind of like between them two. Yeah. Alright. Bot difficulty, and then plus string equals difficulty 0. Easy. I'll explain what this is in a second because I know I didn't in the other video, I'm pretty sure. Else what? Alright, so what this does is it's comparing the conditions here. So this is pretty much an if-else statement. So if the bot difficulty is 0, then return string, or then set string to the easy one. Else, this is else pretty much. And then I have it going again. Else if bot is, or if bot difficulty is equal to 2, return medium, otherwise return hard. So yeah, that should work properly. So if I press shift, it should say that. Let me go ahead and remove this. And oh, hold up. I'll just do this. If selecting difficulty, or yeah, that works. So now I'm gonna make it to where when I press space. I'm gonna add press space in here as well. So let me throw that in here. So press space to play. Move that down to plus 25. Okay, and now we want to do wherever this is, right here. So if key pressed. Let me go to if that one. If escape. So if right, and then selecting difficulty, font difficulty, plus plus. If font difficulty less than 2, else, or that's actually going to be 1. Else 1. Greater than 0, minus, else 1. All right. So let's press shift, hard, easy, hard, easy, hard, easy. That means I screwed this up a little bit, just a little bit. Hold on, does it ever say medium anything? Nope, never. So that means, wait, what's it? So where is it at? Oh, that's my fault. It's 1. So there is 2. Less than 2. That was dumb of me. There you go. Medium, hard, easy, medium, hard. Cool. So press space. And now I need to make it let me do this. If selecting difficulty bot equals true, I can just take that out. Or you know what, I can keep that there and then do that. If it's not selecting difficulty, then we know that he's intending to play with the bot. So yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. So now we have to add the score limit, which will be pretty simple to do. We can actually use it here. Or do it here. So let's just do if selecting difficulty here, else if game status equals 0. We also want it to be up here as well. Let me check. Do I have it to where selecting difficulty gets turned off? I'm sure I do. But if I don't, I'm gonna have to check. Where is it? Yeah, okay. I don't have it off. So let me go ahead and make sure that it turns off down here. There we go. So if it is true, make it not. If game status equals 0, score limit plus plus. So I've gone a lot more in depth with this one. I may have not been like teaching too much like coding archetypes here, but this is mainly just to give an example of how to like make a game, you know, how to make a pretty simple game. Like this is extremely simple. All right. So scroll up here, and then we'll put this here. Score limit. All right. I'll have to do it here. All right. That should be good. So this means that we're gonna have to do even more stuff. That we're gonna have to add it to where we have a menu for whoever wins and stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun. Let's go over to, let's see. We have this here. This is the game status ones. This is for displaying the game. Selecting difficulty, and then we need it here. This is what we want. And then score limit plus score limit. Okay. So that should work. And then we want to do plus 50. Make these guys all 25 points apart. Score limit. -1, -2, -3. GG. So first off, game status. Oh, what? I just close it out? No. Alright, so that should work now. Nyet, 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 nyet. Alright. So let's go over to here. And make sure, let me also do this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and center this real fast. Make sure it looks proper. That was easy. That's even 75. Alright, score limit. So that. Alright. So we'll also do that here, just to indicate the use the arrow keys. Alright. So shift to play with bot, easy. So we're gonna have to move this. I'm gonna do 75. See how that looks. That looks fine. We'll just do 80 just for good measure. Now, I'm not gonna bother with getting that to center. Too much work. So this bot is pretty much just gonna wreck. This is the reckoning bot that you cannot beat. Alright, so then we press space to play with a friend, you know, if you have any friends. Alright, score equals, we're just gonna make that 7 by default. So, score limit 7. And then we can always go here. If player 1 dot score is greater than score limit, greater than equal to score limit, and we want the same for player 2. We want the game status to be 3. We're gonna create a new one. 3 equals over. Should make 0 equals menu. Alright. So when it hits 3, we're going to, we can probably still draw the field. Nah, we'll make it an entire screen. We'll do it like this. I'm gonna bring this down here, because it's equal to 3. Kind of want this one to be down here, and then flop this, because OCD is a thing. Okay. game status equals 3, draw Pong, and then just do press space to play again, and then press shift, press escape for menu. And then no score limit. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and do score limit equals 0. Okay, press space to play again. Escape from menu. Let's go ahead and make that 75. Of course, I'll make it to where you can't make the game win like that, or do that. 190. There you go, looks good. You know what? Actually, you know what? My English is great today. My vocabulary is very large, promised. Yeah, that looked good the other way. Just trying things, you know? Alright. So press space to play again. Go to here. Or game status equals 3. Of course, escape the menu should work. So let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? Yeah. That's because, let's just do escape. Should go to score limit 1. That being said, just change this to where it can only be 1. It's greater than 1. So if I press left, it's not letting me go. Good. So I win. Press space to play again. Escape from menu. Space. Get wrecked, scrub. Nope. Sorry. I have to win. Wrecked. Alright. So now we'll do. Is there an empty method? Oh yeah, key typed. I'll move this to the bottom. Nobody ever uses key typed. Savage. Alright. Yeah, let's go over here. And we'll do player 1. Player 1 equals 1. Player 1 equals 2. And then over here, oh shit. We can do player plus player 1 wins. Woo! Congratulations, player 1. You've won nothing. Oh, I was like, why isn't this working? No. Get wrecked, scrub. GG. Player 1 wins. Alright, let me properly offset this. Oh, wrong one. $155, $145. Yeah, $155. This looks very strange. There we go. And then that leads me to believe that this should be 160. Maybe 170? Yeah, that looks good. I think I'd do like 65 though. But this should be over. Just a little bit. Just 185. Yeah. That 150 is fine. But I'm gonna change it anyways. 45. Alright. That looks better. Maybe even go a bit off. 140? Yeah, that looks good. Alright. So yeah, player 1 wins. Let's do one. Let's just do 200 for the height. That looks good. If we press escape, we obviously get a menu. We wreck that scrub. Press escape, and then we can change the score limit around. Just change it to 2. We'll play with a bot. Yeah, we'll put them on easy. And we'll see how fast we can win. Nope. The bot's gonna beat me on easy. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. Oh, there we go. The bot beat me. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. If bot else. Good, that means that's not gonna be the final game. The bot won. Le bot wins. Oh, wrong way. Derp. Yep, that looks centered enough. Not really, it's a bit off. Oh well, who cares, right? I do. I'm gonna change it. 75. I'm changing that one again. 170. That looks better. Everything's off right now. I'm not really trying to make everything completely nice. I would if I could properly get the width of each text, but I don't have the luxury to do that right now. So you can play pretty intense games. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a score limit of 2. We're gonna go against an easy bot. Let's just test the hard one real fast. Yeah, that's definitely the hard one. All right, let's try the medium one. And yeah, he looks like he's a medium difficulty. We'll try to win against them. Just keep our eyes on the ball. Yeah, see, he wasn't able to move that fast. It's kind of the RNG that has to save you here. Oh, that almost got me. Beep. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Game point. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'll make it rendered game point maybe. Oh, never mind. I won. I am the champion. Yes. Alright. Well, that's about it, guys. We have made Pong in Le Java. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on this video. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below in the comment section. And subscribe if you haven't already. There will be many more of these, promise. Especially like after this one. It's done pretty well. I think I did pretty good. This was actually like a full-on tutorial compared to the last one. Last one was like kinda full, but it was mainly just making Snake. It wasn't like about making menus and all that. I mean, I could even add sounds to this if I wanted to go that far, but we'll save that for another day. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to actually make a actual tutorial series on explaining the structure of programming. That will be a completely different thing. However, this is more of a make a game with me series. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.